It is time for Coffee with Kristin and Tina. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Coffee with Kristin and Tina. I'm your host this morning, Tina Prigge, and you're saying, what? It's only Tina. Where is Kristin? Kristin is just a few minutes delayed. She's going to join us in progress, but we wanted to get started since we know that you're expecting us at this time. So, for your viewing pleasure, you guys, check this out. These are cronuts. And at first, I had no idea what a cronut is, but it is apparently a donut that's made with croissant batter. So it's a cronut. So it's like light and flaky. And these happen to be stuffed with red raspberry jam. And then there's some that are stuffed with custard. And this is a local treat from Bakery on State. Oh my gosh. So it's a beautiful day here on the coolest coast. Like these are the days that we live for. Like as soon as this show is over, or even now, if you're watching on a mobile device, go and sit outside with your coffee or your tea or your morning treat and think about how lucky we are to have this day. And then not only that, on the coolest coast, we have this amazing weather today, but we have cronuts. So it's pretty incredible. Bakery on State makes these. And they are an incredible treat. And another reason I'm just so excited to be here on the coolest coast, as a family, we went down to Chicago for the weekend. We did a little college tour, and the traffic down there, the best word to describe it is just bonkers, like wall to wall, like standstill, just I kept saying to myself, how do people live here on a daily basis? Why do they tolerate, to go 20 miles, it takes an hour and, 15 or 20 minutes, just kind of miserable conditions. And then even when you get someplace, it's just crowded, chock full to the gills with people all trying to do the same thing. When we got back to Manitowoc, I was just so happy because we live in a great place here, you guys. This is pretty amazing. My brother and my sister-in-law, they just recently got back from Europe. I have to share this picture. My brother's a great photographer too. This is a cow in Scotland, and I just love how he captured this picture. And they had the same thing to say, that so many people out and about traveling, and it was great to come back. And guess what, you guys? Speaking of coming back, guess who's here? Good morning, Kristin Odell.
Good morning.
So let's do this properly. This is Kristin Odell of KLO. Welcome to Coffee with Kristin and Tina.
Hi.
Hi, how's it going?
It's going great.
It is so good to see you.
Listen, you guys, early doctor's appointments, you think 7:30, no problem. I was a few minutes late.
Yeah.
But I'm here, and I've got my coffee.
You did the important thing, right? You've got that out of the way, and now here you are. We were just talking about cronuts, Kristin, and how lucky we are to live here where there's not scads of traffic. And I think you've got something exciting because I'm going to put this picture up. Check this out. I know nothing about this picture except that there are trophies. Look at this.
There are trophies. So last week, Wednesday, my softball team played in the championship for our league, and we won. Not just won the game, but like they played the cleanest, most fabulous game of the season. And so this is after the game. It's maybe not the best picture. Everybody's not looking in the same direction, but it meant so much to see those girls like get out there and just absolutely do everything they could to have a very clean and awesome game.
You can tell everybody looks a little bit exhausted, but also just so happy. Why are there 2 trophies? Each person has 2 trophies. That's pretty impressive.
Isn't that sorry, I'm not going to comment. One of them is for the tournament and one of them is for the league. So we took first place in the tournament and we took second place in the league.
That
So
is
they
so
actually give
awesome.
trophies for both things.
That's pretty cool. I think that must look amazing on a shelf.
It was really actually I have it in person.
Look at that.
I know, isn't that cool?
Yeah. Very cool. Hey, are those made by Manitowoc Trophy?
They are made by Manitowoc Trophy. Let's just talk about that for a second. I know, aren't they so cool?
Yeah, Manitowoc Trophy does amazing work.
Yeah. So it's always fun. The girls were
Good
commenting
morning, Vicky.
the girls were commenting the other day about how like there's different things, but you'll notice on both of these, which means a lot to the girls who play, these trophies both have ponytails.
That is cool.
Yes.
I don't think ponytail trophies existed when I was young.
They
I'm pretty
probably do.
sure.
Trying to think. No, some of them, I don't know if all of them do. A lot of them have ponytails now, but yeah.
Yeah, if viewers, if you don't know, Manitowoc Trophy, they are local and they do all sorts of trophies like that, but other, promotional items, um, you know, wood etched things that have like brand marks or messages in, cake pans, keychains, hats. They do this whole range of pretty cool things all locally.
Right. You can have plaques and like awards and all that kind of stuff made there. The other cool thing is at the end of the season, we typically like will order however many we need. And then if there's extras, they actually take these back and they can take them apart and they like reuse the pieces if they don't get used. So, if a team has too many, I think that's always kind of cool too. Uh,
Yeah, that is cool. Can you
so,
have too many trophies? Is that a thing?
well, I mean, like, they order enough trophies for the largest team. So let's say that's 14, but we only had 12 girls on our team, then there'd be two left. So they actually get returned back to Manitowoc Trophy and then we don't get charged for them. Does that
That's
make
pretty
sense?
cool. Yeah, that's cool. Cool. So this is you and Grace, right?
That's my girl. Yeah. She had an incredible season. I think in the end, I got to enter the data, but I'm pretty sure she went 22 for 24 at bats, meaning for the 24 at bats she got on base 22 times, which is really incredible. And she caught our last two games in full. So the last game was 6 innings, and the game before that went 5 innings, and she caught the whole game, which is hard work on your body. And she did awesome at it. So I'm really proud of her.
That is awesome. So she's got two trophies. Were you also holding two trophies in that last picture? Does that mean are there four trophies now that you need to
No,
find space for?
I was holding the trophies as an example with the other coaches, but no.
Gotcha. Nice. So now is softball, is it done for the season or is there another round?
Oh my gosh. Last night, Doug and I sat in our recliners next to each other and watched TV for the first time since probably late April. It was amazing.
Are you watching anything good? Have you watched Only Murders in the Building?
I don't even know what shows are on right now. We have not watched anything. We literally watched like House Hunters International last night, which I really enjoy, by the way. And it's really nice because they're 30-minute episodes. So, you can like, oh, I'll get sucked into one more, but then I'm done versus like being sucked in for a long time.
So we must have watched so much HGTV, the ones with the two twin brothers. And it seems
Yes.
like every project that they do, there's always a day where they like find termites or there's some like setback. When we were doing a kitchen renovation, our son walked in, he's like, so did anyone find termites yet?
We were actually talking about Doug had some show on, and there's, of course, always has to be some catastrophe in the middle of the show. And I looked at him, I'm like, that felt really fake and staged. And he was like, yeah, I agree. But we still sit and watch it, don't we?
Yeah, right. There's still just something fascinating about it. It's so inspiring actually to see the transformation. I mean, there's a lot that you can learn from the shows if you can get through the sort of
Right.
staged panic moment.
Right. Well, and the other thing is, it's house renovations do not go that quickly.
You
Anything,
mean a
right?
30-minute episode just not possible?
So you
Hey,
get
so I saw something so cool the other day. I was walking downtown and I heard this drum beat, right? And I'm like, wow, that's cool and that's unusual. And like I could hear it echoing under the bridge. So I walked onto the bridge and this came out from under the bridge. It's a dragon boat.
this is a very cool shot. Now there used to be dragon boat races at the Y,
Right.
and it kind of went away. So do we know anything about this group?
Okay, so I talked to the director of the YMCA to see if this had something to do with that, and she said no. But what she heard is a local company CEO, I think, if the lore is right, I think it was Rick Carey with Metalware, said, let's have some local kind of dragon boat races. Ordered them, had them delivered from Michigan, I think maybe the story goes. And so it was like his company, and then a couple of other local company teams just for fun competing.
That sounds amazing. So were there more than that?
There were. So by the time I was there, by the time I realized what was going on, this was the last boat that had come under, and the others were already like docked over by the wharf.
Oh my
And
gosh.
and I mean, no disrespect because these guys were awesome, but they were kind of going in a slow circle.
Right.
So
I love, is the drummer symbolic to the pace at which they should be rowing?
I think so. I
Okay.
think so. And it was just so interesting to hear it like, reverberating under the bridge.
Right, like, what is that sound I'm hearing? That's cool.
I had recently watched Jumanji, so for a moment I was like, "Oh my god, no."
Not in the game, right? Did you watch the original with Robin Williams, or did you watch the newer version with The Rock?
So, I love them both, but I think the one with The Rock is amazingly done. It's
Yeah.
such a good movie.
We laugh, like, Doug and I and the kids, we all love them. We've watched them multiple times.
Yeah, and I think the one with The Rock is a little, more humorous, and it's just so current, the fact that it's played like a video game, and
Yes. Yeah, where they lose their lives and stuff like that, I love it.
Jack Black is like, "I'm an old man."
Yes, I love it. Kevin Hart's character in that is really good also.
Yeah, the casting is just perfect.
Yeah. Have you seen the second one?
Have I seen the second one? Wait, remind me, what happens in the second one?
I can't tell you what happens in the second one.
I think I did. Who's in it? Is it the same cast?
Yeah, you should watch it, it's good.
Um, I feel like okay, I have to watch it. You're right. All right,
Just
Jason, if you're
just
watching this,
watch it
let's cue
again.
that up. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
what show should Doug and I put on our list first?
So I had heard a lot about Only Murders in the Building,
Okay.
and I was like kind of nonplussed when I heard about it, and then I watched it. Oh my gosh, it's like, and the shows drop weekly, and it's one of those shows that I look forward to. It's got Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez.
Oh,
It's
I've seen it advertised.
it's fun and quirky and really well done.
I've heard a lot about, I think it's called Tim Lasso or Tom Lasso.
Ted Lasso. Oh,
Ted
if you haven't
Lasso,
seen that,
the other T. No, I have had my cousins are begging us to watch it, and I'm like, "We'll watch it in the winter."
yeah, it is worth your time
Ted
too. That
Lasso.
is just so beautifully done.
Tim, Todd, Ted,
Terry, Tony.
Tina.
You would have gotten there. You would have gotten there.
Hey, listen, you shared that picture of that cow.
Yeah,
Is that a Scottish Highland?
it is a Scottish Highland cow. They call it a coo.
So listen, friends, my dear friend's family, the Downies, have Scottish Highland beef in Reedsville, Wisconsin.
What?
You can not only purchase the beef, but you can go visit them.
Cows that look like this?
Cows that look like that. It's Sundown Farms. Sundown Farms in Reedsville.
What?
Yes.
See, that's one of those like amazing little unknown secrets about the coolest coast.
Yes. It's a leaner beef, but it's very, very good. Has great flavor.
And so if you drive by, there's a chance you'd see cows like that grazing.
Yes.
That's so
They
cool.
also usually have pigs. I'll tag them in the comments, but go check it out. It's the real deal.
Yeah, definitely put the name and maybe if you know the location too.
Yep. And they do all their processing with Newton Meats. And actually, I think you can buy different packet versions and things like that, right, from Newton Meats or the farm, I think. So yeah, I would take them. But yes,
Kristen, maybe you should put me in touch with them and we can make a little video about the cows
would be,
and just what they do.
yeah, that would be fun. Yes. Sundown Farms has Scottish Highland beef just like that. They raise
That is amazing. And
Yeah.
see, that's one of those things that if we weren't connected and we weren't talking and we weren't just randomly sharing tidbits from our life, we would have never known this fact.
Yes. Do you want to know where else there's a single cow like that?
A single cow like that? Yes.
Whispering Orchards has one.
They do?
Yes, in the back. I think weeks ago I may have even shared the picture, but yes, they also have one. You have to kind of go like back and around the barn. It's not up front, kind of where the restaurant is, but
Oh, that's pretty cool. Good to
yes,
know. Hey, so did you take Nora voting with you yesterday?
I did. We snuck it in late last night, so, like, I'll be honest, friends, like, there was a lot on this ballot, and I had to spend some time studying and researching candidates fully before I headed over to the polls, so there was this awesome site, and I could look it up, but I basically found a place where it listed all of the candidates and links to their web pages or Facebook pages where you could go research their platforms, which was really cool. So yeah, last night after dinner, I said to Nora, "You want to walk over with me?" And she said, "Yeah." And I think it's just such a good thing to show kids like get in that habit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
And
something,
it surprised me. I wasn't even aware that the primary was yesterday already. So
Mhm.
thank goodness people posted about it and said something because then I was
Right,
like, oh, okay, I'm on my way.
right. But it wasn't like, oh, I can just go. I can just go in because there was just so much on this ballot that I feel like you had to do some homework before you were able to go in.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's interesting because I was aware of the candidates and their messaging. I knew something was coming up. It just I'm not used to voting in the middle of August. You know
Me
what I
neither.
mean? So
Me
it kind of
neither.
caught me by surprise.
It is weird, but I guess like when's the final November?
I think so.
Yeah. Fun stuff. So yes, I took my little Nora with me, trying to teach her good habits.
Nice, nice. Yeah, and a shout out to all of the poll workers. The it was so smooth and it was such an easy process, and I'm just really thankful for those volunteers that spend their day doing that.
Right. So you're in Manitowoc Rapids. Where do you vote?
It's out on JJ. It's like JJ and Union Road.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's way out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't walk there. It's not across the street.
No.
But I was number 99 at about 8 a.m. So I thought that was a good sign.
Yeah. I think I was like 312 last night, and that was pretty late, like 7:45. So right before the polls closed. Um, and that would be for the town of Manitowoc. So that's
Okay.
not too many.
Hmm.
It's kind of a low number.
I wonder how many people could vote, like if the total showed up for town of Manitowoc. That would be interesting to
Good
know.
question. Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah. So let's talk about this. I love this. I love how you can see the little sandy ripples, how clear
Yeah.
the water is.
This was so last weekend we headed over to Shawano County Park. So after softball, after the championship Thursday morning, we got up and packed the camper and hit the road and spent a long weekend at Shawano County Park. And doesn't that look amazing? The water was clear, quite a bit warmer than Lake Michigan. Like you could swim and stand in it very comfortably. But the beach there just goes on forever. It's just so flat and nice to walk into and very, very, very comfortable. So we had one full sunny day at the beach. And then the next day was really hot and humid. I'm sure it was hot and humid here. And, but it was overcast, but it still felt amazing to sit down there because there was a beautiful breeze. And that day we went down a little bit later and the kids swam until 8 o'clock at night because it was so warm. Like it was getting to the point that it was getting dark. I'm like, we should probably pack up now. But it was really fun.
But those are the summer days that you'll remember forever.
Yes.
When the girls grow up, that's the moment that they're going to try to recapture with their own kids. And
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I really hope so. And it's just such a beautiful park there. There's a really nice playground and concession stand. We rode bikes up and down the Shawano Lake along the lake shore and there's just cute little cottages all along the lake and it was really fabulous.
so is this lake connected to Lake Michigan or it's a standalone lake?
It's a standalone lake, but it's definitely connected to other riverways because you can get like I think you can get from there down to like Oshkosh through like the riverways.
Okay.
So
Interesting because it looks like there's some wave action. Is
that
it like
probably was just from boats.
oh,
Because there
gotcha.
was a lot of boat traffic because it was so beautiful out. So
Gotcha.
boats and jet skis and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it was amazing. Cindy and Peanut were with us. We had so much fun. They actually brought their pontoon boat over, and so we got to go on these beautiful pontoon boat rides along the lake. And I know it's just so rejuvenating.
Yeah, it is. There's just something about the lake. So this is Neshota Beach, and the sun was already starting to set. So it's not filled with people, but it was
Right?
earlier in the day. I just loved how the sun was captured on this wave that's rolling
Yes,
in, and oh my God, we live in the most beautiful place in the world.
I know. And then look at the sky just goes on forever, but that swirly blue, just so beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So the other big thing that happened last weekend is that we have an official teenager in our house. So Grace had a birthday this last weekend and turned 13.
Happy birthday, Grace.
Yeah, so that was fun. We were able to celebrate her birthday, and she had a friend along. Holy moly, bring on the teenage years.
Has it started or?
I would say probably not. I mean, she has an attitude, but what kid doesn't every now and then? She is a really, really good girl. So, any advice, Tina?
I think the most important thing is to support your child to become themselves, right? Like sometimes the instinct is to sort of clamp down and say, nope, this is how it should be. This is what you should be doing. But I feel like helping them to find what brings them joy, what they're passionate about, even though if it's completely different from you,
Yeah.
is important, right? To develop that sense of who they are.
Right. Well, and I think I guess if you can create that identity in them a little bit earlier, that allows them to explore and flourish in that as an adult, right?
Right.
And I mean, when you said that, I was just thinking about Grace being in theater. Like, that's not anything that Doug and I have anywhere in our blood, but it's clearly something that she loves. And, we're very thankful for the local theater scene, obviously, for her. So,
Does she have any shows coming up?
well, she auditioned for the Junior Theater Festival performing group. So we should find out about soon if she made that team. So they actually practice all fall, and then they go to Atlanta in January and perform in Atlanta. So
What a good experience.
it'd be really fun if she was able to do that. And then Moana is their fall show, and so she will audition for Moana probably in September sometime.
Oh, very cool. All right, definitely keep us apprised because Treehouse Theater puts on such a good show.
Yeah, yeah. It's always fun. It's always very well done. The costumes are amazing. So fun.
If you're looking for theater this weekend, I know that St. John's Players, under the direction of Claire Ann LaViolette and Jim Klein, they're staging a funny little thing called Love out at the Franciscan Center for Music Education and Performance. It's a comedy. Apparently, there's like 18 actors playing 28 different characters.
Whew. Wow. When are the shows? Do you know?
It opened this past weekend, and now I think it's on the 12th, 13th, and 14th.
Nice. Evenings, matinees, any idea?
I think evenings, but
We'll
I
put
don't
it
have the
in the
detail.
comments. We'll find it. Put it in the comments.
Awesome. Well, this has been so much fun. Kristin, thank you for hustling this morning and joining us. Your tan looks great.
It's summer.
It is
We got to
summer.
soak in. We've got like T-3 weeks until the kids go back to school. We got to soak it all in and get all the things in.
3 weeks.
I know.
How does winter seem to take so long and then summer is just gone like that?
I know. It's not even fair how fast it goes. Not even fair, but we're going to get, we've got Manitowoc County Fair coming up, which is a must. And we're going to sneak a Bay Beach trip in yet. And we obviously have back to school shopping, which is always fun. But yeah, we're going to sneak all the summer in we can.
Yeah, nice. Sounds like a perfect plan. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this morning. You've been watching Coffee with Kristin and Tina. This is Kristin Odell of KLO LLC. I'm Tina Prigge of Vagabond Creative Studio. We will look forward to seeing you next time on Coffee with Kristin and Tina. Bye, all.
Bye, guys. Have a great day.